Meghna, I'm sure you must have read about the DOG, that is the Department of Government Efficiency in the US administration. According to a latest finding by this department, an amount of $21 million was being spent to increase the so-called voter turnout in India. Who do you think this money was being given to in India?
So I think it's concerning that no one has answers for that so far, that if this money was coming in from an official agency from the US, then and voter turnout should be funneled through the Election Commission or through the government of India itself. So I'm not sure who it was going to, sir. And I think any citizen of the country would just want to know that even if it's possible that for elections that are held on such a giant scale, the Election Commission needs resources, staff, and there's so much that goes on that money may have been necessary, but there should be a proper accounting of exactly how.
Okay. What is Congress in US?
The Congress is the legislature at the federal level.
Okay. The Congress consists of popularly two bodies, that is called the Senate, and the other one is House of Representatives. Are you aware of the composition? Like how many members are there?
Yes, the Senate has 100 members, 50 states represented by 2 each, so equal membership. And the Congress has 450, I believe. Or
435.
435, I'm so sorry. It's unequal based on the population of the states.
Okay. So, the US Constitution mandates that the Senate should advise and consent to the executive appointments of the public importance. But in India, the Prime Minister, which heads the cabinet, takes the absolute charge in finalizing these appointments. Do you think we should develop a similar mechanism on the lines of the US and India also?
Yes, sir. To some extent, I believe that's just because of the difference in political system, that in a presidential form of government, because it's only the president being elected, he has actually absolute authority, and then congressional or Senate approval is one check. While in India, because all the ministers themselves have to be elected and they have to be members of the parliament, then there's already a legislative check in that regard. When it comes to any approvals, I think it could be for other matters like signing on to international treaties or agreements, or just a review of any such participation of India within international conferences, which UK and other countries also have. So I think that is something we could have.
Okay, so this brings us to a very fundamental question. If you were to compare the powers of the President of the United States and the Prime Minister of India, who do you think is more powerful?
So that would be the President of the United States.
United States, right. We talk about amending the certain provisions of the Constitution. Certain quarters of the population are of the opinion that the Constitution must evolve with time. Do you think that such an evolution is required? And if yes, then which sections of our Constitution do you think should go for an amendment?
Yes, sir. A constitution does need to evolve with time, because even our constitution makers realize that a lot can change in India. We are promoting a country which has a long history of colonial rule, mass poverty, into suddenly giving everyone the right to vote, and that process of democratization will lead to changes. In terms of what should be amended, I think we need some changes with regard to the federal structure right now. I'm not saying exactly how it should be, but I think whether it's regard to the lists in the 7th schedule or like specific powers with regard to the governor, etc., these matters could just be put more in a clearer manner in the constitution. And secondly, because we're talking about parliamentary decline often in the country, I think the number of sittings in parliament and even should be increased.
My last question to you, what is this Panchayat to Parliament initiative?
Sir, I'm not sure of the initiative.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Sir.